Are we going to have a summer surprise with silver, maybe even gold, folks? We're going to look into it. We're going to go back to 2011. Going to let you know what happened, remind you what happened in 2011. We also got sprung on today what our coin shop owner is doing as we speak. We're going to let you know about that. I'm going to let you know what deal I found last night on eBay. We got a lot to cover. We got Jamie Dimond, what he's saying about Bitcoin. We're going to cover all. Don't forget about the Pimbex giveaway coming up, folks, this Friday. You still have time to enter the giveaway. I'll put that link in the comment section below. You still got time to enter. Thank you all for watching. The thumbs up really does help the channel grow. Help me out with that if you could, please. It's absolutely free to do that as well. Silver surprise. Some folks think we're going to see a summer downfall. And for the most part, that is true, folks. If you look at different charts throughout the years, that is what we normally see. We did see that in 2011. Okay, we saw it spike up in May, drop down, start to raise back up, We could see we're right in this threshold where we were at 2011, folks. Don't get caught off guard this summer. Don't get caught off guard this summer, folks. Because we could see a spike. And nobody's going to be ready for it. I'm trying to prepare my viewers now. This could happen. Nobody knows. It's a wait and see. But where silver is really sitting pretty, all right? I'll put it bluntly. A lot of people may not think so. Silver is in a good place right now to move. We're going to see it or we're going to wait to fall. You know, it's very hard to say. But what the owner of the shop is thinking, we're going to see a spike. How much of a spike, we don't know, all right? I asked him that. He says, calls me up this morning. 6:30 this morning, he calls me up, folks. Time is roughly about 7:50 a.m. here in the East. So I'm going to try and keep this video short as well. 7:50 on the East. Him and his friend and his other friend are going up to South Carolina. They're going to a coin shop. They have a bunch of 10-ounce silver bars. They got a bunch of 5-ounce silver bars. He's taking wherever they're going to... He's getting a bunch of it already. On his way back through, he's going to stop at other coin shops and see what else he can pick up for 10-ounce silver bars. We can't source them anywhere else right now. We have to do what we have to do. Other people are making phone calls for him as they travel. They're going to take turns driving. They're going to make phone calls in between stops, whatever. The other guy can make phone calls as well. They got a list of the coin shops they want to hit, folks. And seeing if they have any 10-ounce, 5-ounce silver bars they can get. This is what he wants to do. I don't agree with it. They're a little bit too old to be driving that far, but I will give him this. They are good drivers. Can't stop him what he wants to do. If he's going to have fun doing it, he's maybe gone for a day or two. We also just got another lady hired for the shop part-time. So that will relieve, and she knows she came from another coin shop out west. So with that being said, she knows what she's doing. She just needs to get really trained on our system, how we do things. And the crew is there to back her up. So I can't tell you if we're going to have a silver surprise. But what I can tell you is I'm still stacking, folks. I may not be stacking like most people. A lot of people laugh at me when I stack this stuff. 40% silver halves. Well, yeah, I found another lot, folks. This lot was for a lot of 32, 1965 to 1969. but most were 1965s. Now, that's not really a big deal to me. 1965 was is the least minted out of that series from 1965 to 69s. Do they bring a little bit more? To some people, yes. To some people, no. I could care less. I paid $150, folks. They cost $4.68 each. The melt value at the time was $4.91 at the time. Again, I got within my two thresholds. Less the melt, less than $5 each. That is how I go after them. There was a comment on yesterday's video, because I made a comment of saying I must have some competition out there. Look, I'm showing you guys and girls how I'm doing this. Getting my 40% silver halves. Getting my war nickels. I don't mind the competition. Alright, I almost didn't pull the plug on this lot here. And I'll tell you why. It was a little too much for me at one time to pull the plug on. $150. But I went ahead and did it anyways. I will be able to manage it. Okay. And, you know, it is what it is. I mean, you got to go after it when you see a decent deal. Yeah, I got some for $4.32 the other day. I got some for $4.44, $4.42, $4.46. I'm cost averaging like I've been preaching on this channel, folks. You got to cost average your stack. He's already worked out with a deal. Our owner's already worked a deal with the coin shop in South Carolina. So, I mean, he's got one big lot he's going after. I'm sure he will find some other stuff along the way back through. And we're doing everything we can to keep our stocks shelves full. And sometimes you got to make travels. And our bowling dealer called and he says, I got a little bit of junk silver in it. Do you want it? I said, how much do you have? And he says he's got $1,000. I said, I'll take everything that you got. Knowing we got $8,000 of junk silver coming in next week, folks, we're trying to keep our shelves full. We can't say no now. We can't say no now because we know it's coming. The shop got the money in the account to do it, so you might as well get it now. Yeah, we're taking a risk. Silver going down this summer. Silver might go up this summer. Gold might go up this summer. We just don't know. And, you know, for us stackers, we stack for the long-term hold. And this is what we got to consider. It don't matter what the price really is. We're stacking for the long-term hold. And that's why I didn't mind paying up for just a little bit more than I'm used to paying up for those 40% and a halves. It was a little bit higher than I would have liked to pay it up for them. But I think that really got me off guard. It was the 1965s, or mostly 1965s. And yes, it's a little bit lower mintage than the rest of the years out there. Just being transparent with you folks, what I've done it for. Moving forward, it's a lot of unknowns. All right, you got to cost average your stacks. And what I'm afraid is going to happen, people are going to jump in when the price really starts ticking up. And I mean above $35, $36, $37. I think that's when the people really will start coming into it. Maybe even it has to hit 40. 40 is possible this summer. 40 plus is possible. I don't see 50 this summer yet. I think that's a little too far a reach for silver. But if we get some black swan event, yes, it could happen, folks. It could happen very rapidly. And the folks that think there's plenty of silver out there, yeah, I'm not saying there's not silver out there. Once again, not saying that. I'm looking, what we're seeing at the shop is the reorders, trying to get the reorders in. And again, we try to stay 3 to 4 months on top of it at the shop. Some shops may dry up a little quicker, folks. Some shops, you see it there now. You might not see it in 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now. That is what I'm trying to say to people. Take it as it is. Believe me, don't believe me, that's fine. But what I see coming overall with the market, never mind what the price does, with the overall supply chain is breaking down, let's say. It's not good. Check out channel sponsor Pimbex, folks. For all your silver, gold, and platinum ones. Let them know that Coin Shop Chris sent you. You folks have seen me put those cards on the desk and tell you, this is cheaper at Pimbex, this is cheaper at Pimbex, over a list of other online bullion dealers out there. Why would you want to pay more? If you want to pay more, that's your business. If you want to pay less, shop Pimbex. Just let them know that Coin Shop Chris sent you, because that's just going to help with the giveaways. Talking about giveaways, don't forget about Frontier Silver Mint Silver Bars, folks. Pimbex has them in stock right now. What a perfect gift for the 4th of July. I think maybe a little bit too late to get them in time for Memorial Day now, but the 4th of July is coming right up around the corner. Look, they still have them in stock. 1 ounce Frontier Mint. The winner's going to receive 5 of them. Winner will also receive, for myself, a 1 ounce Silver Eagle 2012 and a Franklin Mint in the mint package, silver half, 90% silver, half dollar. Over 6 ounces of silver, folks. Pimbex has kept their word, folks, about bigger giveaways. The more you folks go to Pimbex, the more you folks tell them that Crazy Coin Shop Chris sent you there. I don't care if you say that. I'm sure Mike or Brian will get a laugh out of it. The bigger the giveaways they're going to be able to do on the channel, folks. That's it. You know, I don't make a commission. They give me a base rate every single month that we agree to. And that is how I get paid. I've told you folks before, I'll never take a commission for something that you buy off this channel. Not going to happen. Okay, not going to happen. I'm not going to sit here and try to sell you this vitamin, this miracle, burn weight powder stuff that I've been, you know, these sponsors come after me for. Sell this, we will give you this, we will give you that. No, thanks. Okay, first of all, it's going to do something with silver and gold. Second of all, it's really got to be something that I would buy in the first place. And if it's commission based, no thanks, I'm not interested, because I'm trying to make this as free as possible for you guys to watch. And I'm not here to try to sell you anything. I'm just here to show you the best values of stuff. And I think channel sponsor Pimbex does a great job of that. So thank you, Pimbex, for sponsoring Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewer out there, because it's not possible without you. I'll end it here, folks. Jamie Dimond. Don't like Bitcoin, don't like meme coins, don't like any cryptocurrencies. I want to make that crystal clear. He's kind of on the same page as me with that. Okay, but I don't agree with this first part of the statement he did. And when it says, when I look into the Bitcoin universe, the leverage in the system is misused. Well, isn't there some leverage in the banking system that's misused too, Jamie Dimond? Meaning, some of these banks signed up for people's credit cards. You got so many fees. You borrow money from the federal government, and you layer it, and you layer it, and you layer it. You can't tell me there's not money misuse in the banking system as well. And it says Bitcoin also attracts bad actors for crimes. He didn't quite say it that way. I'm just not going to say these two words that he actually used in the statement. Well, I don't agree with that part of the statement either. Because you can use dollars for crimes. You can use silver and gold for crimes. Fraud. So that part of the statement is not quite true. But he says, I'm not a fan of it. We're going to allow you to buy it, and we're not going to control it, keep custody of it. Well, eventually, folks, that's where it's going. You know, they're going to take control of it like they got control over the silver market. So there again, Jamie Dimond, I believe you're not telling the truth there. I don't think we should smoke, he says. I defend your right to smoke. I defend your right to buy Bitcoin. Go at it, he added. I agree with him. If you want to buy Bitcoin, that is up to you folks. I'm just letting you guys know I don't like it. Don't mean I don't like you. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I don't agree with Bitcoin at all. I think it's a Ponzi scheme. I think meme coins are a Ponzi scheme. But he went on to say, I personally think that Bitcoin is worthless. Dimond, while speaking at a virtual event hosted by the Institute of International Finance. But I don't want to be a spokesman of that. I don't care. Makes no difference to me. Well, of course, because Jamie Dimond is going to make millions off of Bitcoin transactions, meme coin transactions. I think he's more talking about Bitcoin here. Be careful, folks. Okay? I don't agree with him for the first part of it, this statement that he used. I have to bring up how are you going to use when the power goes out. Well, that's a better defense of you can use it for crimes. Well, you can use anything for a crime, right? So that's even a worse thing. But, you know, I bring up the power outage. People think that's bad, that's not a good defense. Well, it is a good defense. Because if the power goes out, even for 3 or 4 days, it's not going to be good, folks, if you need to get access to your money. It's not going to be good. And what happens if nobody wants to defend that it can get hacked into? Nobody want to defend that one. Or nobody's got an answer for that one. Everybody, not everybody, I should say, Coinbase, people just brushed that off that it got hacked into, that there was insiders at Coinbase that were selling people's information and stealing your hard-earned cash. People brush that off. Yeah, there's a couple downfalls with holding silver and gold at your home. Yes, you can get robbed. Yes, you can have a house fire. Yes, it might destroy the physical silver and gold that's in this form. But after the fire is gone, it may be melted, folks. May not be in this form. But you still have your silver. You still have your gold. That's the point of it all. You know, silver and gold is indestructible. It takes minutes for someone to hack into your wallet accounts on these online cryptocurrency scams and have a field day with your heart and your money's gone. It's funny how these platforms can track it going in. They can track it going in. But somehow it's like it goes poof and they can't find it when it goes out. It makes no sense. That makes no sense. If it can be tracked going in, if they got a transfer going in, they don't want to, the company themselves don't want to take responsibility for it when you get hacked. With trusted numbers on its screen, I'm not. You want to take that chance? That's totally up to you. Totally up to you. Yes, I own some mining stocks. Can happen the same way, folks. I get it. But I don't have a bunch of my money tied up into mining stocks. I just don't. If you folks find this useful, give this a thumbs up. Sorry for the background noise if they're working on the roof across the street, folks. I apologize for the background noise today. But if you have questions about silver, gold, or platinum, please reach out to me in my email. I'm always happy to reach out back to you. I can't give financial advice. I can give some tips. Sometimes it might sound like financial advice, but I always end it with, this is not advice, financial advice. I end it some way like that in every single email for most of my responses, because some people need that little extra so-called advice that I'm not licensed for. So I always got to make that disclaimer. None of my videos are ever financial advice, folks. This is to help you, lead you. And guess what? You know, there's a lot of information out there. Ask your local coin shops. Call Michael. Call Brian at Pimbex. Ask them questions of what they're selling. If you don't know, ask. You want to be sure you're doing the right thing for yourselves and your family before you buy Bitcoin, buy silver, buy gold, buy these meme coins. You know, and you're really not buying silver and gold. You're protecting your wealth, folks. But before you go into these Bitcoins, meme coins, all I can suggest is do your research. Do your research even with silver and gold. You know, silver and gold, yeah, they got their hiccups too. There's too much bad information out there. And I try to bring the best information possible. Thank you for watching. We will talk this afternoon. Coin Shop Chris is out.